so they will continue to perform in this game. Medill, of course, we knew he's gone for the game with a misconduct. But at this point, he's the only one flying to the red line. Millen deking in across the Devils' blind. His pass is on the right wing. Dashing in is Bennett. Huscroft will beat him to it. Tip it. It goes up into the crowd. Now Bennett and Huscroft get their gloves and sticks up. Jamie's got to watch it. He takes his gloves off, starts hammering away with the left hand. Now he throws Bennett up, or tries to. Now Bennett pins him against the glass. Huscroft and Bennett all tied up. Now Bennett getting loose, hammering at the back of Huscroft's head. And they go down onto the ice. And Bennett taking punches with the linesman having a hold of Huscroft and not having a hold of Bennett. And we'll see if Bennett gets any extra there. I'll tell you, the linesman didn't do a great job. If you got in and get a hold of one guy's arms, you got to get a hold of the other guy. And Bennett was hammering away with Huscroft being held by a linesman. They'll both go up. We'll see what's the way down. The Devils will gleefully take the icing. Now behind the play, Laquan Anderson going at it. One linesman trying to break it up. What is he doing? One linesman trying to break it up. Anderson continues to hammer away. What is the linesman doing? And there's a punch over the top by Lacroix. He should be gone. Anderson now takes one over the top. Quite frankly, a terrible job by the linesman. Absolutely horrible job. One linesman can never break up a fight like that. Lacroix and Anderson are escorted off. Lacroix goes right to the locker room. And we'll see what's called here. 13:06 remaining in a war. I hate to use that term with what's going on over the Persian Gulf, but this is... Sure. I don't fight behind the play. Christian and Luongo, I believe, going. They're all tangled up. Now they have a hold of each other. Christian tries the uppercut. Got the uppercut with the right hand. Christian now with the in-tight right hand, hitting the back of Luongo's head. And they tie each other up again. Luongo pulls the trip act that Jamie Huscroft has perfected and sends Christian down on his back. And the linesman then busted up. And we'll have, of course, concurrent penalties here. The arm went up from Angus. And it's the period. They continue to muck forward far quarter, and now Heward and Potvin will go. Potvin has a shield on. Heward doesn't want to throw punches until he gets that shield off. They wrestle on the near boards. 1 second remaining in the period when this starts. Now they're along the near boards. We can't really see too well what's going on. Heward's trying to get that shield off. Doesn't take a whole lot of guts to fight with that big shield on. You should take the shield off. Now Heward has the shield off, I do believe. Tough for us to see, really, from our angle. The linesmen are jumping in, though. Potvin has a fractured cheekbone. Anybody who'd want to fight with a fractured cheekbone might have a couple of screws loose up there. I mean, if Heward hits him, he could just dismantle his face.
Yeah, I can't understand that. Mark Potvin, 314 penalty minutes. He's racked them up.
Skated down to the blue line, and Brady comes sliding across to ruin Potvin's chance to rub it in. Now the puck to center. Shootchuk checked. Penalty here along the near boards is Martin checked Shootchuk, and now we got Heward taking a punch at Potvin, and we got a mess along the near boards. A mess along the near boards. Potvin, or no, another Red Wings player starts swinging. I can't see who it is now. It's Jim Nill. Nill and Heward going at it. They're in close. Nill, oh yeah, Heward hits him with a left. Heward with an uppercut, he floors it. Down goes Nill. Nill is a veteran who is known for his toughness. But he got hammered by Heward, and he went down as if he was shot, and the trainer's going to have to come out. A KO for Bill Heward, and that's really about all there is for the Devils in this one to cheer about. 18 seconds remain. Potvin out takes a punch at Brady, and the linesman trying to get between. Todd is over there. Devils don't really want Todd getting involved. Bilgrain comes over. Brady pushing and shoving. Potvin with his shield on. He's real brave with that shield on. Brady continues to push and shove at him. Brady takes a shot with his glove on at Potvin over the top. Now the two linesmen will get in between them. Meanwhile, Jim Nill will be taken off. He has a probably broken nose or something like that. He really has a lot of blood on the ice. Heward caught him with an uppercut, and Nill is taken off. Conroy now mouthing off with Brian Martin. Potvin somehow isn't even in the penalty bench. They put Heward in the wrong penalty bench. Brady now wants at Shootchuk. As Shuchuk continues to mouth off. Devils are going to lose Neil Brady for their next game if they don't get over there. None of the other Devils are trying to get Brady off the ice. Really, right now, they got to think about the next game. And they don't want Brady getting a suspension here, but the 4 other Devils are sedentary right now as Brady is being spun around by the linesman. Now, finally, they will take Brady off. Hopefully, for the Devils' sake, no suspension there. And everything will clear up. Let's hope cooler heads will prevail and Mark Potvin will not be left on the ice. Eward goes off. It's the big ovation. But really, that's about all the Devils had to cheer about in this one. 18 seconds remain. And Dvorsky now will disseminate the penalties. The original penalty, I think, was on Brian Martin of the Devils for boarding. It comes back out on the ice. And the puck is down. Deflected to Gord Krupke at the Adirondack blue line, and Marcinician and Koster say, let's go. The sticks and gloves are down. They're circling each other. They look at each other. They continue to circle each other. And here they go. Koster got one up top. Marcinician went down. Koster gets back up, starts swinging with the rights. He's hitting the back of Marcinician's head now. Marcinician tried a headbutt. I think he missed. Continue to scramble out. Marcinician trying to get, right cross by Marcinician. I think he connected there. Marcinician comes over the top with the right. Koster back with the right. And now the linesman jump in, although Koster's right arm is still free, hammering away at the back of Marcinician's helmet. Marcinician came back strongly there to get the decision in my book. Thought he got the cross in there. We might as well, it's, Saturday night at the fights now, we might as well call the fights. I thought Marcinician got the right cross in there, Bill. That was the most effective punch of that one. So
I think Koster's trying to act like his cousin, with a big, heavy right. No one can compare to his cousin. I don't think Koster's not in that league. I don't even think he's in the league of Dave Marcinician.
Moving up, Van Allen's pass to the Devils, blowing for David Haas. He's got it near circle, slashed at by Heward. Tried to center it, hit Heward, bounces to the near circle. Marcinician's on it. We got a fight along the near boards. It's Haas and Heward. Haas is a tough customer. Heward has a hold of him. Heward trying to get a right over the top. So is Haas. They tie each other up. No punches have landed yet. They continue to jostle. They continue to jostle on the near boards. Heward with a right inside, trying to get Haas's helmet off now. Heward's helmet is already off. They continue. Heward again tries a right from along the near boards. They continue to wrestle. Punch in tight by Haas, but nothing was on it. Now the linesman will cut in. So 2 good fighters basically tying each other up, and neither of them landing any significant punches right there. That'll be a draw. We'll wait to see how Dennis LaRue calls this one. It is possible that Bill Heward will get an instigation penalty. He dropped the gloves first, I believe. Although it's tough because, again, it was a little bit behind the play. But penalties coming up, 16:29 remaining. Period number 1. He's not small by any stretch of the imagination. Off the face-off, Curry steals from Anderson, moves the puck to the Devils' blue line, has control, winds and fires. Kick, save Melanson. Puck to the near boards. Marcinician's on it. They'll steer it back. We got a fight along the near side. It's Heward again. Heward and Haas again going at it. They're tangled up along the near boards. Heward has a left hand free, hammering away. Now the right by Heward. Now they're tied up again. They're throwing each other around a little bit. Heward trying to get the right over the top. They continue to wrestle. They now are yapping at each other at close range. And the linesman will cut in. Bill Heward won that one, though. He got the early punches in. David Haas, who handled Jamie Huscroft 2 years ago in a fight, once at the NHL level, once at the AHL level. Heward and Haas both go. Haas feels Heward started the fight. Bill Heward has to watch it now. One more fight, and he's gone for the game, and he's gone for 2 games because he's already got the 3-game misconducts of the year. 4th game misconduct, thematic game misconduct. And Mr. Sharples, his pass goes off the mark all the way down the ice, icing on the Devils. Holst and Martin run into each other. Now Marcinician and Jackson say, let's go. Here's a fight. Marcinician and Mike Jackson. Jackson gets the right hand up early and starts hammering away at Marcinician. Marcinician now trying to come back. Oh, he flattens him with the right hand. Marcinician flattened Jackson with the right hand. You can see the knees buckle. And down goes Jackson. And Marcinician with a KO. And Jackson's bleeding quite heavily as he got nailed by a right hand from Dave Marcinician, and the crowd gives Marcinician the standing O as he goes off to the Devils' locker room. Dave Marcinician. The early punches went to Jackson, but Marcinician, once he got himself... Oh, here's a fight. Marcinician and Mike Jackson. Jackson gets the right hand up early and starts hammering away at Marcinician. Marcinician now trying to come... Oh, he flattens him with the right hand. Marcinician flattened Jackson with the right hand. You can see the knees buckle. And down goes Jackson, and Marcinician with a KO. And Jackson's bleeding quite heavily. Is responsible. They're going to remove that person if indeed someone did something that warrants being taken out of the arena. Now Stevens rushes out of the penalty bench and goes after Medill and starts hammering away at him. Stevens jumped out of the penalty bench and charged after Medill and starts hammering away at him. He'll get major penalties here and a suspension. Stevens totally losing it, charging out of the penalty bench and going after Medill. Took him down, started throwing, and he'll obviously have to get extra penalties there. Medill did not throw a punch. He shouldn't get a penalty. He didn't do anything. Up the face-off in center. The Devils have the puck. Todd Copeland moves up to the red line. Is very attempted Simon in the derriere. Now Simon and Mokazak looked as though they were going to fight. Mokazak then did the deke. He started to skate away, and now they're going, and Simon hammering away to the right. Now Mokazak gets a right in. Now they throw each other around. Simon goes down, so does Mokazak, and the linesmen jump in. That was a very strange beginning to a fight. They decided as though they were going to fight, then Mokazak skated away and then went back in, almost tried to draw the instigator on Simon, but they looked to me as though they clearly both decided to go. Tips it to the near corner. Steve Smith is after it, and he tips it up the near boards, and he gets it to Savage to Biggs. Biggs moving up to the red line, chips to the Utica zone. Far corner, Melanson is going to come away out of his cage, stick it up the boards, didn't get out of the zone, kept it at the point, a shot by Brown. We got a fight near corner. Huscroft getting the left hand inside, and he's hammering away on Mitch Malloy. Huscroft hammering with the left. He didn't even stop. Now he goes down, gets back up, and now hammers with the right hand. Throws him against the board and lands on top of him. That's a TKO, or maybe even an outright KO for Jamie Huscroft. He'll skate off to the penalty bench. Oh, he is pumped. And he's exhorting this crowd. And the Devils get the victory in the fight. The score, however, at 11:31 remaining here in the first period, we're tied at 1.
The Cole Muffler Shop in your community has built a reputation for quality, service, and value. Like Cole shops everywhere.
Right hand, he threw him into the board. To the far boards and is whacked out to center by the Saints. Bounces to the Devils' blue line. Ahead of the play was a Saints player, and now Huscroft gets his glove and sticks up, and here he goes with Mike Jackson. Jackson falls to his knees. Huscroft hammering away with only one linesman between them. Now the other linesman joins in, and Jackson's back up at his skates, punching at Huscroft over the top, and he did not make contact. Now they have stopped throwing punches. Linesmen will separate them, and off they will go.
Jamie Huscroft starting right where he left it off last game. Very physical player who likes to get in, create things. He just gets in people's face, and he's one of the players that can back his words up with his toughness. One of the toughest players in the league, if not the toughest.
He has been very intense here for the Devils this season. Jackson. Indians move out, Atchingham can't play it in center. Marcinician will, and play a whistle down, and now a fight. Anderson and Brian Chapman are ready to go. They throw the gloves down, they circle each other, and here they go. Anderson with a right hand over the top is tripped, but then swerves around and does the takedown, or the reversal, I guess you'd say, and now they are broken up as the linesmen get in. So Anderson got the only real punches of significance, and then won the wrestling match as well with a reversal once he was thrown down by Chapman. They both go off to the box. 17:46 remaining, period number 1. No score at the auditorium.
If your kids have...
And the lines for the Amerks have remained fairly consistent lately. However, in this particular line, we have Scott Minter's a shot, and Lippman drops to his knees to make the stop. Right now on the ice for the Amerks. So we have some pushing going on. Brad Miller steps in. On who is that? Bill Heward. Heward of the Devils, and Brad Miller, right from the very start, are going to go at it here. Well, have each other pretty well locked up. Now Miller with a left hand gets a couple of cross cuts on the face of Heward. Eward retaliates, and the linesman will haul him down. Miller still wanting to get back at Eward, but there'll be some penalties coming up, of course, to get things going here. I don't know if Miller connected with that one.
I don't think so, but it was Eward who started the whole thing again, coming into Dale DeGray. One of the things that really was concerning Coach Don Lever before the game started was to get into this type of game with the Rochester American, with the Utica Devils. Eward went in there and just punched right at Dale DeGray's face, and Miller went at him. We're going to have to wait and see whether or not Brad Miller, after the linesman broke him up, took a wild punch at him. Let's just hope that Brad Miller does not get thrown out of the game. Eward really started that one. We'll see if they have to see if he's going to get the instigating penalty. He and DeGray were going at it earlier, and that's the type of game that the Rochester